What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Fallout and all things Fallout is back with the most recent release of the Fallout TV series released on Amazon Prime on April 11th. It has gotten a 93% critic and an 88% audience, which has caused this game to see a resurgence of players, and this has led to players coming back to Fallout. As you can see here on the Steam charts, Fallout 4, and this has been climbing every single day I've been watching it. Fallout 4 is sitting here at number 12. And this is as of April 15th. And another crazy thing is Fallout 76, a game that if you don't live under a rock, you would know, had an incredibly rocky start, is sitting here at 23, and this is on Steam DB charts. This is just Steam players. This is not even counting any of the console players. So that in of itself is pretty crazy that a game that this old is seeing this kind of resurgence of players. I mean, it is a really good game, Fallout 4, and this is just the Steam players. This doesn't even include the Xbox or console players, and that is pretty crazy that a game that is this old is gaining this much traction, and it's because of the Fallout TV series, which, by the way, if you have not seen that show yet, I highly recommend it. They did an excellent job staying true to the lore of Fallout games, as well as like the mechanics, little things like the hacking terminal that you saw in some of the older Fallout games. I mean, they just did an excellent job. And in other news, Fallout is going to be getting a free update to consoles, as well as some next-gen improvements for PC players as well. Coming April 25th, Fallout 4 and everyone who owns Fallout 4 will be receiving a free upgrade for next-gen consoles. This includes a free update to the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, including a performance mode and a quality mode, as well as an experience 60 FPS mode, and then also it says increased resolutions. So they didn't specify exactly the resolutions, and we're gonna assume that it's gonna be 4K, because that's kind of the way that the industry has been trending lately, with giving these older games a little makeover, if you will. Not to say this is a remaster. They're not remastering any of the content. It is just going to be an upgrade to the experience in terms of performance and resolution. For PC players, they are going to be adding widescreen support, as well as ultra widescreen support, and fixes to the creation kit under a variety of new quest updates. So what this means is it's probably going to break mods. If you have an extensive mod list that you've been using, I would recommend disabling updates, and I will show you guys how to do that at the end of the video, if you're on Steam, that is. They also are adding player language packs for Japanese and Chinese, and have fixed some issues with some logging in, as well as access to the mods. I'm assuming that's just the mods in their creation kit. They're adding the game to the Epic Store, and they're making Fallout 4 a Steam Deck verified game. Not to say that you couldn't play it on the Steam Deck already. I'm just assuming they're probably gonna change some things like menus to make it a little easier to see on the Steam Deck, and probably also increase the performance. Additionally, on top of this, they're adding some additional content, which is kind of crazy within itself. They're going to be adding the Enclave Revenants. Enclave Revenants brings a pre-war Cabal enclave to the Fallout storyline, Echoes of the Past, and they're going to be adding some new weapon skins, some weapon armor, the Tesla Cannon, Hellfire Power Armor, X02 Power Armor, and Heavy Incinerator. There's also going to be some makeshift weapons, including a piggy bank launcher, as you can see right here. Also, if you're one of those people that likes to decorate your house months in advance before the holidays, they're adding some Halloween decorations. Yes. So, what does this mean? I mean, it's great for console players. It's gonna add, you know, obviously 60 FPS. I have an Xbox Series X as well. I also have a PS5 as well. And I prefer personally playing on performance mode with 60 FPS. I'm also a PC player, so that's why I prefer the higher frame rate. But what it also means is for PC players, and this is almost without a doubt, this is going to break an extensive number of mods. And this could be a huge problem because typically in the past you'd have creators, you know, once an update comes out, the creators of those mods, they would update their mods. And there's probably a lot of mod authors that haven't touched Fallout 4 in a long time. And not to say that all of those mods are going to be abandoned, but there's going to be a few that are just not going to work anymore because no one's going to update them. So keep that in mind. And as a segue to that, I'm going to show you guys how to disable updates for Fallout 4. So there's a few things you can do here. You can go to your properties, you can go to updates, and you can say, only update this game when I launch it. Okay. Now, we're gonna go to Manage, browse the local files, and it's gonna bring up your Explorer. What we're gonna do is we are going to head over back a few folders into Steam Apps. So you're gonna be going to Program Files, Steam, Steam Apps, assuming that's where all your games are installed. And you're looking for App Manifest 377160. What we're going to be doing is going into Properties, and in Properties here, all we're going to simply be doing is just checking this Read Only button here. Hit Apply, hit OK, and now you should have your updates disabled. And you wouldn't need to do this if you don't have an extensive mod list and you're just playing it vanilla. But if you do have an extensive mod list and you're messing around with Mod Manager or Vortex, I would highly recommend turning off updates and just kind of seeing how this plays out after April 25th when this update releases, and just playing it safe essentially, because it's potentially going to break a lot of your mods. And you know, maybe it won't. Maybe there's a possibility that it doesn't, but I'm just saying, based on what we've seen from past updates with Skyrim and Fallout and many Bethesda titles, because Bethesda games are typically pretty mod friendly. And it's not to say that they do this on purpose, it just happens. It's just probably gonna break the mods because it's a different version of the game. And anyway, we'll see what happens with that. This is a little bit different than the video I typically do. I have recently been doing some videos on Starfield, exploits, tips and tricks and glitches. But in this case, I was pretty excited with the new Fallout news. I wanted to share it with you guys all. So if you guys like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day.